time.
Yo, what is up guys, it is Lost Curve back with a long-awaited gear setup, deck setup video for Fire right now. I've been doing a lot of PvP, I've been struggling, but I'm finally starting to get in the swing of things. Now that I actually feel confident with my deck and gear, I feel like it's fair I make a video now. I'm not Warlord or anything, but I've been playing, pretty well these past few games. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better. I feel like I'm ready to talk about a little bit about what you should be doing, what your strategy should be, how you should be playing. So here we go, I'm just gonna talk about that now. So, this is my stats. I get 141 damage, I get 56 res, 92 flat, 30 accuracy. I would get higher if I max my pet. 9.5k HP, 533 crit, 560 block, 42 pierce, which is really solid, 101 pips, and then perfect pit, or pretty good pip conserve. Not perfect, but pretty good. Unfortunately, only 1% of the other schools, but whatever. So, I'm just starting off with gear. I'm not gonna rush in, or I'm kind of just gonna rush things. I know some of you guys come in here and you guys want to see the video and figure out what I'm running pretty quickly. So anyway, Merciless Fire is what I'm gonna be running. Of course, Merciless is super good on any school right now, and you kind of know why. I mean, you get ridiculous stats compared to the Dragoon. Just compare that, like it's just ridiculous. No choice, run Merciless hat. Motorist Robe, you can't really make the Merciless Fire Robe work no matter what you do. It's really dumb how on schools like Fire and Storm, you literally cannot make the Merciless Fire Robe work. Like, look at this. I literally get 90% pips, and like, if I were to like unsocket my Athame, it still wouldn't work. I wouldn't get enough damage and pierce to make up for it. So overall, just Merciless Robe is really bad. Don't run it on Fire or Storm. It's really bad. So yeah, just run Motorist. It's a lot better and just gives you so much more options with defensive stats. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Merciless Fire Boots, same reason as Merciless Hat, just way better than Dragoon or Delightful, obviously. And I highly recommend you run it. Wand-wise, I run the Merciless Fire Wand. I actually used to think this was a bad wand. I genuinely, for the first week, did not use this because I thought that shad rating made a difference. And I've learned that it doesn't. It really fucking doesn't. I've had games where I literally do not get a shad till 2 rounds after someone, and they're running Merciless Wand. And I wasn't. Like, I'd be running, like, this wand, and I would get shads, like, 2 rounds after them. It's a super unpredictable system, super RNG based. So, man, honestly, just bite the bullet, get the Merciless Wand. You get the free Fire, you get the free Dispel, which you might use. You get, some pretty good stats, some pretty good pip conserve, pretty good block, pretty good crit. Just overall really solid wand that is worth farming for. I promise you, it makes such a big difference in your crit and block. So yeah. And then Merciless Fire theme for the same reasons previously. Don't run Dragoon, don't run Uber. Just run Merciless. You need those pips, you need that damage, you need that health. It's just really solid all around. Yo, I just wanted to stop the video real quick to make sure that you are subscribed to the Lost Grove channel. I upload almost every single day, and I try to stay as active as I can on my YouTube. So I'd appreciate if you guys dropped a sub, because only this amount of people are actually subscribed to my channel. So real quick, before this intermission ends, I'd appreciate if you guys would drop a sub real quick. Anyway, back to the video. And then for Mastery, there's no choice but to run Myth Mastery. Some schools you can get away with Bounce Mastery, some schools you can't. But in my personal opinion, Myth Mastery is the undisputed best mastery this meta. You can see why. I mean, look at my deck. I'm running literally 8 myth spells on top of the myth base I usually have on my side. I mean, there's just really no choice. It's just such a great mastery with so many versatility options and with great stats as well. Now for ring, again, run the Merciless Fire ring. Unfortunately, it sucks in comparison to the other Merciless rings, but if you just compare these 2 rings, the crit is really nice. I mean, you do miss out on some block, but you still get the same jewel sockets. You get some pretty good damage. You get some really solid crit. Yeah, a little bit more health. It's just better. But honestly, they're not that much of a difference. But just because of the crit, I would farm for the Merciless ring. Now the pet I took forever to make, bro. I spent like 3 hours today trying to make this pet. It was so much torture, bro. Just look at my crowns, bro. Look at my crowns, man. I spent so much time and so much crowns making this pet, but luckily we got it, bro. Finally. I need to max the sniper, but besides that, it's the god pet right now for Fire. Now I would try out the Dark Pact pet. I think it's really solid for Fire right now because of Heffy combos and stuff. If you have the chance to, I would try out Dark Pact, the Dark Pact fossil pet wherever it's at. I'm gonna have to find it. It's somewhere in here. It's failed like a million times. There it is, right here. It failed a million times on me. I kept getting selfishes and shit. So I honestly recommend you guys out there who want to do something different. I would try this pet. I think it has potential. I just think no one's doing it right now. So I would go out and try it. Not that you should use it every game, like not that you should like be dark packing every game, just to use it so people hold on to their blade gambits and stuff and make people deck fail. Because ultimately bubbles aren't very contested in this game right now. So I would honestly just send it and go for the dark pack bet, honestly. And then for mounts, I run the rock mount to get the perfect accuracy, but I mean, if you don't have the rock mount, try the pierce mount. That could work too. You could also not use this pet and just run the Bronto if you wanted to, get some extra damage. I mean, it's 8 damage. It makes a big difference. So I mean, if you want to, you can go for the Bronto if you don't have rock. And then I mean, yeah, I mean that's you could swap around pet bodies and mount bodies if you want to. It's really just up to you. It's personal preference. But I think this is the two best combinations. The perfect pips helps so much. And then the deck, I run the Executive has my box, but there's a lot of variations of this. As long as it gives at least 5 or 6 max copies and gives decent stats, and you're chilling, bro. I run it for the pip conserve. I love that I get pip conserve on this because it helps me a lot with hefty combos and stuff, so that's what I run. That's it. So deck-wise, I wouldn't... Listen, I just want to say this. I'm going to put this out there right now. I do not have the best deck. I'm sure there's people out there who run way better stuff than I do. But I just want to say this is what I run right now. This is what works for me. What I beat players with. So I mean, hey man, everybody has their own preference, everybody has their own strats, so I mean, everybody, you know, do what you want to do. I highly recommend, guys, my recommendation as a player, make your own deck or inspire your deck up someone else and then edit it as you play and lose and win and stuff. If you play a game and realize you have never used Scimitar once in your life, then get rid of Scimitar. If you play and realize, oh, Dragon, I never use it, then get rid of Dragon, etc., right? So I mean, overall, just that's what I recommend. Here's shout out to my homie Son, bro. If his character will load, shout out to my homie Son. I love you, Son. Slight note to my video real quick because I completely forgot to do this. Make sure you pack a Caldera Djinn if you're using the Djinn's Reversal. I completely forgot to pack this card. I just realized that I'm not running it. Honestly, it's a pretty solid counter to Trap Stack if you run Djinn's Reversal and then just Caldera Djinn. That's probably what I'm going to do to counter Trap Stack, but I haven't really played any Trap Stacks yet, so that's like the one strategy I've yet to play, so we'll see how it goes. This is my side deck. I run 5 Elves, I run 2 FFAs, I run an Ember Everburn, I run 4 Heffies, I run an Immolate, and then just wild cards. I would just put some Blades in here, some Steel Wards in here, some Tower Shields, some Weaknesses, and you'll win a lot more games. You'll notice if you run Steel Wards and Weaknesses a lot, you'll win a lot more games. It's honestly just the best defensive option right now. If Djinn's defense isn't a good option, I guarantee you Steel Ward is the better one. So that's what I recommend. Yeah. So overall, this is what I run right now. I would recommend trying out this deck and then making your own variations to it. It's still a work in progress, but I hope this gives you a little bit of clarity on what you should be running. Brace is really good right now. Furnace is really good right now. Shrike I think is solid with Brony's projection on fire. But overall, these are what I run. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Yeah, peace out.